Hey, Twin Cities homeowners, homebuyers, and realtors. It's eXp Realtor David Garvis coming to you today from Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois. And it is September, which means the baseball season is almost done, but it also means we have 8 months of real estate information for Dave to dig into, tell you what's happening in our real estate market. Let's take a look. Twin Cities, we are in a crisis. No, I'm not talking about a housing crisis, though. I'm talking about an information crisis. We get information from our favorite podcasts, magazine articles, and most watched YouTube videos with headlines about a housing crash. But remember, gang, most of those are opinions used to get clicks, and we know data is greater than opinion. So Data Dave will dig in to get our updated numbers that'll tell us the real story. And because rising home prices is most commonly cited as proof of a pending housing crash, let's start there, where we saw a 5.5% rise in home prices in August compared to a year ago, and see year-to-date prices up over 7%. But is that a sign of trouble? Here are median home prices going all the way back to 2005. But most of the time, the Chicken Littles only look from about 2012 and compare today's home prices with that, showing us a huge move. But look, gang, we can't ignore the years where prices were pummeled. If we begin instead in August of 2005 and just add a healthy 3.5% appreciation rate to that number, we see by the bottom of the crash there was a giant gap that needed to be made up. And even with the incredible appreciation we've seen since 2012, we are still more than $40,000 under where prices should be using that benchmark. So if it's not price, why the constant articles like this one in Forbes? Well, look, they mention both that sales are plunging and inventory is surging. So let's take a look at what's real in our market. Starting with sales, we look at our own demand, where we do see sales down 20% compared to last August. Definitely a number worth paying attention to, and maybe even plunging sales. But remember, what's important is the supply-demand balance. And when we look at our new listings or our supply numbers, we see nearly the same drop, down almost 20%. And if we look at homes currently on the market, we are up just over 3%. Is that a surge? Well, if we look at that current Twin Cities housing supply compared to any August of any year besides 2021, it's hard to say we have a surge in our market. So are the articles lying? Not necessarily. If we look at markets like Boise, Idaho, we find they have the highest supply numbers in the last 5 years. In Las Vegas, we see the same thing. In Austin, Texas, we could say that's a surge. And Phoenix, Arizona definitely surged compared to last year. So housing is looking to be very market specific. Here in our Twin Cities market, that magic ball number of months of supply still has less than 2 months of inventory. And always remember, we need at least 5 months just to be a balanced market. So we are a long way from that, and a long way from the 8 to 10 months of inventory we had heading into the crash in 2008. So as the chief economist at Moody's says, we may see home prices decline in some states, but Data Dave will keep you updated with our market and if a real housing crisis is about to happen. Subscribe now, and we'll be sure to keep you posted. All right, gang, that's what Data Dave says has been happening in our real estate market. I hope you have a fantastic month. We'll see you next time.